This is exactly right.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. Everyone loves the idea of spending an afternoon curled up with a good book.
Well, grow up, because it's almost impossible.
Luckily, you can take your next great story with you on Audible.
Audible has a massive selection of titles to choose from, including This American Life, new books by Michael Connelly, along with classics from Agatha Christie, and so much more.
Whether you want a mystery, a true crime story, or something completely different, there's always something new to listen to.
New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/MFM.
Audible, stories that speak to you.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, what if it turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.
Hello. And welcome
to my favorite murder,
the Minisode.
The Minisode that's being videoed for the fan cult.
Enjoy.
That's it.
Enjoy the visuals.
That's right. There's a cat happening. That's all I can give you. Do you want to go first?
Sure. All right. This first email, the subject line is, warning, a cautionary tale about criminal lineups. It says, hi, Karen, Georgia, furry critters et al. Longtime listener and distant Lizzie Borden cousin here. On today's Minisode, you read the story about the guy who willingly volunteered for a lineup and talked about how nutty it was for him to do so. Then I realized I had a story to share. I grew up in Idaho, and this was circa 1991 when I was still in high school. My brother Matt had already graduated, so I think this must have been during the summer when he was home from college. Our Lutheran church had some great youth group leaders, and then in parentheses it says, not a cult, I promise. And even the oldsters would come back and hang sometimes on Sunday mornings. In my brother's case, this may have been for the maple bars. For a long time, he held the youth group record of eating 6 maple bars in one sitting,
Oof.
But that's another story. One of the kids my age was a guy named Kevin who worked at his uncle's mom and pop grocery store. One Sunday, he told us he had been working his shift at the store when a customer came, wrote a check for his groceries, then left. Later, when they attempted to cash the check, the store owner realized that it was invalid. Forgery, stolen, overdrawn, I can't remember. Since Kevin had dealt directly with the customer, he was asked to participate in a photo lineup to see if he could identify the culprit. So Kevin headed down to the police station and was seated at a table with 6 photos of young men laid out in front of him. Kevin looked at the photos carefully, and then his eyes grew wide. He pointed at one of the photos. Hey, I know this guy, but he's not the criminal. Yep, the photo was of my brother, the Maple Bar King. I can't remember now if one of the other photos was actually of the criminal or not, but we learned from this incident that at least in 1991 Idaho, your driver's license photo could be used in a photo lineup without your knowledge. Thankfully, Kevin was a good guy, and he didn't harbor any hard feelings or donut cravings that might have led him to point Matt out as the check bandit. Stay sexy and don't eat all the maple bars. Megan.
I mean, I guess it makes sense if they pull people who are like lookalikes and the same height and everything based on your driver's license, right? As long as they're like, then not later, if they get picked, like, well, that must be the guy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's a logic to it of like just matching all the things and making sure that you're not just picking a random person.
Right. Oy vey. Okay, mine's called Al Capone, Nuns, and My Great Grandpa. Just starts, sup, nerds. I've been sitting on this one for a while, but hearing the call for mafia stories, I knew I had to finally sit my lazy ass down to write in. My great-grandpa's name was John Leo. He only went by John, but John Leo sounds more hip. Though he passed before I was born, he remains the subject of many stories at family gatherings. John Leo owned a pet shop on the south side of Chicago during Prohibition and the Great Depression. I don't know the ins and outs of how, but he ended up working for Al Capone during the height of Capone's prestigious reign. You know the classic story of full-time pet store owner, part-time mafia bootlegger. That was him. John Leo was such a successful mafia employee that he was able to buy a brand new Cadillac in the middle of the Great Depression. This sick whip was custom made with 5 separate 5-gallon jugs hidden under the back seats. One day, he set off on his Capone-assigned delivery route with 25 gallons of moonshine in the back seat when he realized he was being followed by the police. He had to think fast. Luckily, he spotted 2 nuns walking together down the street. He immediately pulled over and offered them a ride in his fancy-ass Cadillac. Because being a nun must be hella boring, they accepted and climbed into the back seat. Once the nuns were settled into the car, he took off to lose the cops. He ended up taking a turn so fast, one of the nuns said sweetly, "I think I hear splashing." Apparently, one of the containers must not have been quite full enough. When he had lost the police, he kindly dropped the nuns off and proceeded with bootlegging business as usual. To my knowledge, he was never caught for his escapades, and if it hadn't been for those unsuspecting nuns being a perfect distraction, who knows if I'd be here today. Stay sexy and use nuns for your own selfish needs. Jordan, she, her.
Yeah. If you can spot 2 nuns together these days, absolutely pull them into your hijinks and in your crimes for sure. Here's what I love that we're doing this on video, because I still have these weird little gnats flying around in this room. So I'm doing like the crazy grabbing into the air thing still, because they're still in here.
I think mine is gone, but we'll see.
It's just kind of an additional visual that we can give people.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye. In the summer, healthy habits are easy to keep until you leave the house.
You walk out the door, and the next thing you know, you're barefoot and feral in a gas station candy aisle.
That's why Kachava makes it easy to maintain your routines.
Kachava is an all-in-one nutrition shake, and now it comes in new travel packs.
Every packet gives you a simple shake with protein, fiber, vitamins and minerals, greens, probiotics, omegas, electrolytes, and more.
They're easy to toss into a bag, easy to take on the road, and a simple way to stick with your normal wellness habits, even when your schedule changes.
Man, that Kachava matcha in the individual packs is like my dream snack. It's exactly what I need and want in between the not great meals I'm eating for lunch and the snacks I would have had anyways that are terrible for me. Like this is something I feel like I'm treating myself when I take.
You're treating yourself to vitamins, fiber, all these things that your body really wants and needs and kind of craves that it does seem like it takes a big effort to get. So now you're getting it all in one packet and in a little drink you like.
Take your daily ritual with you.
Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
That's Kachava, KACHAVA.com, code MFM.
Goodbye. This subject line says, oops, got lost again. Hey, besties, I love your podcast and have been scratching my brain for a story to tell until I remembered this one. My parents are from South Africa, so we would visit our extended family there every second Christmas, pre-COVID. While there, I have a reputation for getting lost. In my defense, I never feel lost. They just don't know where I am. This includes the time when they left the petting zoo without me and the time that I was so jet-lagged, I fell asleep in a bed shop in the middle of a crowded mall.
That sounds like something I would do.
That is so awesome. And also, it's like that bed shop should pay you because you just did the best commercial for them ever.
Definitely.
Street team. The most memorable, however, was at a beach outside of Port Elizabeth. We arrive with my cousins, aunties, uncles, and have a great swim. The beach is long, and there are a ton of beautiful-looking dunes behind the main stretch. When we've exhausted ourselves, everyone lies down to sunbathe and read. I notice that everyone's fallen asleep, and I'm still feeling energetic. So I stroll a few 100 meters down the beach, and I start running up and down the sand dunes. I dip into the sea in between, and it's an absolute blast for my 13-year-old self. After 30 minutes or so, I see my cousin running up to me. Out of breath, he shouts, "Mia, everyone's been looking for you. There's a literal search party. Come back." And I'm like, holy shit, what? It turns out what felt like a few 100 meters was more like a kilometer, which I think is 3 miles.
You sound sure of that, and so I'm going to accept it.
I always do, and I'm always sure until I'm wrong. But, let us know, South Africa, how long your kilometer is. And while I was in the dunes, I was practically invisible. My family had called the police. All of the beachgoers were searching for me, and they'd even started a prayer circle. I walked back and told them all to chill. I grew up in New Zealand, so I'd forgotten that South Africa is a bit more scary and dangerous and that you shouldn't probably be alone as a young girl. Mom later told me that she was praying that she would find my body. Oops.
What?
Yes. I think she's saying like that someone else wouldn't do it.
Or maybe that she wouldn't have gone missing forever, right?
There's a lot of ways to interpret that sentence, I think. Anyways, thanks for keeping me permanently entertained, and I hope all of you are happy and well. You deserve the best. Hey, stay sexy and maybe just tell everyone where you're going next time. Mia, she, her.
Yeah, I love it. 13-year-olds, they think they're fucking invincible, and then off they go.
I'm on Mia's side, though, because a half an hour is not long enough to call the cops and start a prayer circle, in my opinion.
Maybe a little search party, cops and prayer circle are a little, that's like a 3-hour mark, I feel.
Please, at the very least.
Okay. This was one of those ones that we've asked for of like, what was the thing in your town that like everyone like that they made shirts out of, and it's like the the event. So they wrote this thing fever, hippopotamus edition.
Oh,
I've been with MFM since I was pregnant with my soon-to-be 7-year-old. Let's get into it.
She's been with us longer than we've existed.
No, I mean, if it's 9 months and soon to be 7, that's like the very beginning, right? This podcast is soon to be an 8-year-old. I live in a small Texas town called Hutto. It's Hutto, and they wrote it phonetically for me, which I appreciate. As citizens of this adorable place, we are all called hippos. The hippo is the school mascot for all local campuses, and everything in town is hippo-centric. The legend of the Hutto hippo traces its roots back to 1915, when a circus train stopped in Hutto to gather supplies and care for the animals. According to folklore, the hippo escaped from its keeper, running toward Cottonwood Creek. The train depot agent reportedly sent the following message to nearby communities: "Stop trains, hippo loose in Hutto." We have hippo everything. Most of the homes in town have a large customized cement hippo in their front yard. I have seen Starry Night hippo, Disney character hippo, and every business has a branded hippo at its front door.
Wow. They've committed to this.
They're committed. The local dive bar has what looks like a 200-year-old taxidermy hippo head hanging on the wall.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to Snuffies. The local butcher shop sells hippo eggs, a jalapeno popper surrounded in sausage and wrapped in bacon.
Whoa.
That sounds fucking good.
That sounds good.
Every year, the elementary schools have Hippo-Rama, where the children reenact the legend of the Hutto hippo. One child dressed as the hippo runs loose through the crowd, while the other kids dressed as early 1900s townspeople and circus animals give chase and sing songs.
Precious. Love it.
It's so good. Anywho, thanks for reading. Stay sexy and eat hippo eggs, Katie H.
We will eat hippo eggs, Katie
I
H.
eat that.
Here's what I think is like I think we've talked about this before. The thing about hippopotamuses is that we've all seen them represented cartoon style, but in fact, they're one of the deadliest animals in their native Africa, I believe.
Right. And they're fast too, right?
They're fast and they want to eat you alive.
I love that all the schools in town have the same mascot. Because isn't it supposed to be like this fighting hippo against the Tyrannosaurus Rexes or something like that?
You would think, although if it's small enough, it might just have like grammar school,
yes,
junior high school.
That's true. That's true.
And so they're just being kind of thematic.
Yeah.
Okay. The subject line of this email is Portobellarinos do exist. Y'all kept me company on many a commute from work to law school, so thanks for that. Let me know if y'all want public defender stories. You know we do.
I mean, I don't know if you're legally allowed to tell us details, but please do.
Yeah, obscure the details. Anyway, in Minisode 329, Karen jokingly asked if there were portobellarinos, and here I am. Well, maybe a more general mushroomino. Mushrino? I don't know. I'll workshop the name. I love mushrooms more than is reasonable. Several people actually make fun of me for it, and my favorite waitress at the Japanese restaurant picks out extra mushrooms for my soup. In fact, my very first parents tried to kill me in the 90s story is mushroom-based. I think it may have been the first time my mom left me at home with my dad. As she pulled up our long, winding driveway, my poor sweet angel baby of a mother saw my dad running through the yard to meet her, cordless phone in one hand and me in the other. Who was on the phone, you ask? Poison control.
Oh.
Why? Because my dad came to check on toddler me and found me in the yard stuffing my little baby face with wild mushrooms.
Aww.
It's a day one obsession.
Terrifying.
They took me to the hospital and everything was ultimately fine. My favorite part of the story is when my mom asked my dad why the fuck I was unattended long enough to eat God knows how many yard mushrooms. His response was, she was being quiet, so I figured she was good.
Quiet doesn't equal good. Everyone knows that.
The next line is, clearly that's not how toddlers work, especially not this particular toddler who is pretty much only quiet when sleeping or eating, and sometimes not even then. You'd think this would have traumatized me into hating mushrooms, but apparently not. And that being said, I wouldn't eat fresh mushrooms until high school. My mom was very embarrassed when I made her confirm with the pizza place that they use canned mushrooms every single time. Because one time we tried a new restaurant and they put fresh mushrooms on my pizza. Anywho, I've been talking about mushrooms for entirely too long. Love you all, especially Frank, Cookie, and Blossom. Stay sexy and don't put fresh mushrooms on pizza. Brittany with an I.
That's cute. I like mushrooms too.
This episode is supported by FX's The Shards, a seductive drama from executive producer Ryan Murphy.
Set in 1980s Los Angeles, the series follows a group of glamorous, deeply entangled high school seniors drawn into a life of wealth, beauty, parties, and excess.
At its center is Brett, whose reality begins to unravel when the arrival of a new student coincides with a series of mysterious murders. FX's The Shards, now streaming on Hulu.
Goodbye.
The future has an annoying habit of always showing up.
That's why now is a great time to start planning ahead.
Enter Acorns.
Acorns is a smart way to give your money a chance to grow. You can sign up in minutes and start automatically investing, even if it's your spare change.
The Acorns potential screen shows you the power of compounding and how your money could grow over time. You can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're always building towards your goals.
Whether you're just starting out or thinking about settling down, Acorns supports your big and small goals across every stage of life. Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment.
Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns.
Head to acorns.com/MFM or download the Acorns app to get started.
Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns.
Tier 2 compensation provided, potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings.
Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk.
Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/MFM. Goodbye.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have like 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Okay. Oh, weird. My next one's called Dad Cooking Breakfast While I'm on Shrooms.
Oh my God.
What are the motherfucking chances?
Very low.
Very low. Hi, everyone. Longtime listener / fan. The Pine Sol Drunk Dad breakfast story another listener shared inspired this write-in. My mom was the worst cook and Dad was amazing, but rarely cooked. So whenever he was cooking, that was a meal you never turned down or missed. His specialty was breakfast. Well, my newly turned 16-year-old mischievous self had snuck out one night to meet friends, and my very kind teenage friends decided to gift me magic mushrooms for a late birthday gift. I had never tried mushrooms, but I couldn't turn down a birthday present, right? So I partook. Keep in mind, I had snuck out pretty late and had a small window to hang out before sneaking back in before 5 a.m. when my dad thought the world should be awake. I successfully snuck my very high and still tripping self back into the house right before I heard my dad head downstairs. Yes, I thought, I made it. Now I just have to hide in my room until I stop seeing sounds and hearing colors. Well, Dad had a different idea. It was just him and I at home, so he decided to make a huge breakfast and wake me up at 6 a.m. on Sunday for this grand meal.
He knew. He knew.
Oh,
He knew.
I'm going to punish her. Totally. This is when the challenge of my life began. I was wide awake, tripping my ass off, and Dad knocks on my door announcing that he's made all of my favorites and to come on down. When I remember how to say the word okay out loud, I manage it. I look in the mirror and realize my pupils are still as big as plates, and what I'm seeing and what is real are still not jiving because, well, mushrooms. But there's no time to wait to come down because Dad wants you at the table 0.025 seconds after the meal is ready. I accept my fate that Dad is 100% going to know I'm high as I head into the kitchen for breakfast. Dad looks like a giant. The kitchen is full of beautiful colors, and the food looks like it's moving on my plate. Oh, shit. I sit down and eat the most amazing breakfast as my senses are on overdrive, and Dad is smiling ear to ear, I think, as I'm triply eating his delicious spread. I make it through the breakfast with Dad after what feels like the happiest and most delicious hour of my life and head upstairs to finally start coming down and sleep with a full belly and Dad none the wiser. My dad, who is my hero, has passed, but to this day, that is one of the funniest memories and most delicious meals of my life. Keep your head up, your heart strong, and go ahead and do those mushrooms. You won't regret it. Nikki Z. That is not the message of this podcast. That's Nikki Z.
Nikki Z is alone in her messaging to this. And you know what? It's really nice that Nikki Z has the kind of family where that wouldn't have turned into an absolute horror movie nightmare because the potential was strong. And clearly she has a great dad and a great home life where she suddenly wasn't seeing little skulls everywhere.
I made sloppy joes on LSD at home with my family once. So
how'd that go?
I did my best.
No one was onto you?
No, I don't think so.
Well, then you did the job.
I guess so.
of a young drug addict. All right. Well,
Is that
that's
it? Oh, shit.
That's a minisode.
Wow. That went by like a flash.
That's the job, and we've done it for you.
That's right. You asked for it, maybe, and we answered, kind of.
A little bit.
Yeah.
If you have any stories, hometown stories, grandma stories, crime in the family stories, anything, at this point, truly anything that's a good story, write it into us.
That's right. At myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our producer is Alejandra Keck.
And this episode was engineered and mixed by Stephen Ray Morris.
Steven! Email your hometowns and fucking hoorays to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
Follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at My Favorite Murder and Twitter at My Fave Murder.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why they're Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, whatever turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye. The kids are back in school. Now it's your turn to head back to the beach.
During Cheap Caribbean's Back to Beach sale, save $200 site-wide on vacation packages of 4 nights or more with code 200BEACH.
Trade school drop-offs for beach walks, lunch boxes for beach bars, and your daily routine for adults-only relaxation.
Use code 200BEACH and get more beach for less money.
Book your beach vacay today at cheapcaribbean.com. Goodbye.
Bye.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.